Hello, this is Mr. Nihilist 74, and today I'm playing. This is my guide to running the Fortify restoration loop, so you can make some super potions in Skyrim. I thought that with the last update they did, that they made this stop working, but it turned out that it was just my Summer Mist enchanting add-on that was making it not work. So the first thing you need to do is you need a Fortify enchanting ring, necklace, head, and gloves. There's a quest you can do in Dawnstar where you have to go find a ring in a cave for the alchemist lady in Dawnstar. And you find the ring, you give it to her, and then you can go back to her, and the ring will be in her inventory. You can buy it from her. It's Fortify Alchemy. Either that, or you can buy from the clothing store in Solitude, if you're lucky, if they have an item with Fortify Enchanting. So, I got my little set here for Fortify Alchemy. I'll take this stuff off. What I'm going to do while I'm doing this is I hate it when I do that, when I grab something I don't want to grab. I'm going to put my regular set of armor in there. Just to make it easier. What I'm going to do is show the method first, and then I'm going to show you where you can find the herbs legitimately. But one thing you can do is you can just keep going to all the alchemy vendors, and you can get the herbs you need, and then you can either like do the duplication glitch or something like that if you want. So right now I'm going to go ahead and equip my Fortify Alchemy set. And then what I need, just for time purpose, I'm going to do cheats for the herbs that you need. Let's see, Fortify, Restoration. And there's about 6 different ingredients that you can use in this. But I'm going to use the easiest ones to get. And also I made a little spreadsheet of all the ingredients and their codes. And really you can just do it with 2 ingredients, it wouldn't be any big deal. salt pile and yellow mountain flowers are the easiest to get. Alright, so we got our ingredients. And then the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to make one Fortify restoration potion. Let's see. Oh, I know what it is. It's like um, one of the ingredients I'm using. I never ate it or anything or used it or anything to know the effects. Small antlers, unknown. And they eat one of those. Then we see Fortify restoration there. And I would recommend that you level up your alchemy before you do this. I'm using the Ordinator skills, the Ordinator talent skills. So now we made the potion. So now we need to unequip our Fortify alchemy gear and then drink the Fortify restoration potion. And then you go back and put it back on, and it's made it from 17% to 32%. Then you go back in and you make another Fortify restoration potion. And then you got to go back out again, unequip your Fortify restoration gear, or Fortify alchemy gear. Then you go back and you drink your potion. Now it's 241%. Then you go back, put your gear back on. Got to make sure you take it off before you drink it. Now it's up to 58%. And it can be kind of monotonous. It doesn't really take that long though for it to start to get high. Now the potion's at 627%. $123% on the Fortify alchemy gear. Now I always go out and go back in just to make sure. 2,409% now. Now it's really starting to climb. I think I gotta put my gear back on. And I would say don't go over 1,000,000. Try to keep it at 1,000,000 if you can. Now it's up to 25,440%. And I kind of gauge it by, you want to be able to make Fortify enchanting potions while you're under this effect. Then you use a Fortify enchanting potion and then enchant a piece of gear, and it'll give you super enchants. And you always want to get Fortify Alchemy, Fortify Smithing, so you can make super weapons and armor. Let's see, it's going to be really strong now. And you can make this as powerful as you want, but if you make it too powerful, you'll probably break the game. It'll probably crash. This might be the last one that I do, I think. Yeah, that's way too high. Yeah, so that's the last one. So that didn't take too long. Fortify Restoration. So what I'm going to do now, what's a good thing to do is, I always like to check to see how high the Fortify Enchanting will be. That's a good amount for Fortify Enchanting, 192,681. So I'm going to go ahead and make those. And Fortify Smithing, it's good to have super Fortify Smithing potions, so you can make super weapons and armor. And I'm going to go ahead and make the rest of the Fortify Restoration potions too. I think I'm going to wait till that comes back down, because that'll be too high. And any other potion you make is going to be a super potion that's worth a lot of gold. And it'll be so much gold that there'll be no vendor anywhere that has enough gold to be able to actually buy it from you. And what you can do is you can just sell one potion to a vendor, buy everything that you want from them, and then sell them back the one potion so you can get their max gold. And your speech will go up super high when you do that too. Use that potion, that'll make you invisible forever. You can make a super restore health. And you'll never have to worry about money again once you do this, because you'll just have a whole bunch of potions that are just worth a ton. Okay, so now we got our super potions. Take off our Fortify Alchemy gear. One thing I'm going to check real quick without the Fortify Alchemy gear. So if you take the gear off, it's not a permanent effect, whatever potions you make. So keep the gear on while you're making your super potions. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put back my enchanting gear in here in case I need it again. And then I'm going to get back. I already actually made a super armor set because I've done this before. and I'll show you the sets that I made from it. So I made a Fortify Alchemy combination Fortify smithing ring, legendary armor. We'll look at all that armor it has and the value of it. Made a super carry weight enchant, and now I got the perk where you can do 2 enchants per item, so I need to find a Fortify Stamina because I want to put Fortify Stamina and carry weight on here. You could also put like Sneak on there too, and your Sneak will be massively successful. Increase Magicka, never run out of Magicka. Swim underwater without drowning. Lock picking. Anytime you go to in a dungeon to a chest that you need to pick the lock, you can just do it instantly. You don't even have to try to turn the thing to do it. This makes it so easy. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the places where you can find these herbs if you actually want to go out and pick them. So, what I would recommend, if you have the anniversary edition, the first thing you want to do is you want to go to Morthal. This will be the easiest way to do it, and I'll show you where you can find the ingredients in the wild too. I'm going to get a ride to Morthal. So I'm in Morthal here, and then what I need to do, right outside of Morthal, there's Morthal right here. This is this little tower called Mirror Watch. It's like a Mage tower, and I believe if you got the special edition or the anniversary edition, I think it's in the special edition now too. It might just be the anniversary edition. There's a, I forget what they're called, Charis. I have a super bow weapon, so if I can aim and hit him right, it'll be a one-shot kill. Where'd he go? It's kind of hard to see because he moves pretty quick. So that's just a one-shot kill there. And then what you need to do, get a fire spell, aim the fire at that little symbol on the ground there. And then you see this invisible bunny. He runs over here. And then the door is open. What's great about here, this tower, and then you go in this little portal here, and it like takes you like to the second floor or something like that. Maybe it's a bait. Nah, it must be a second floor because it's got those windows up there. But what's great about this, they give you all kinds of soul gems. Here's a book that'll level up your enchanting by 1. My enchanting's already at 100, so It didn't level me up. It's got a bunch of herbs over here. Bunch of potions. I grab that bowl. I hate it when I do that. If you're using Ordinator for your talents, if you get to level 30, you get a talent where if you eat the ingredient, it tells you all four of the effects of an ingredient. If you're not using Ordinator and you're just using the vanilla talents, I think it's like at 99 where you get the effect, and you have to put more points in it where it lets you eat an ingredient to get the effects. So there's these herbs over here, and it gives you a great amount of herbs to start out with that'll allow you to make good stuff. So what I want to start out with first, for this to work, you're going to want to level up your enchanting. And to level up your enchanting fast, make as many potion of this potion as you can. Creep cluster, more tapanella, and scally foliota. You want to put all three of these ingredients together in one potion, and it will make a potion that levels you up fast, and it's also very valuable. I'm going to take off my, that's an enchanting thing. I need the alchemy. I'm going to take off my alchemy ring just to see normally how valuable this potion would be. So, if you go creep cluster, more tapanella, scaly foliota, that make you a potion of Fortify carry weight value when you're at your top. When you first start out making it, it'll be worth like 100 and something. And then when you get to the top, $738 each. And it has all these effects: Fortify carry weight, stamina regenerates faster for 300 seconds, illusion spells are 34% stronger, restore points in magicka. So making this potion will level up your alchemy very fast, which I recommend you do. And then what I like to do is I will plant a blisterwort, a blue mountain flower, and some wheat, if I have a wheat. I don't have a wheat. And then I'll also plant a glowing mushroom, snowberries, I'm going to make a wheat real quick just to plant it. And what's good about wheat is for every city if you go to all the farms that are like just outside the cities, you can find wheat and pick it for free. And they never care that you're stealing it. So that is player.addItem 000 4B0BA. And if you're playing this on a console, I'll show you. Well, if you get this mirror watch here, it'll help you get a great start with all the herbs that you need. So we got the blue mountain flower and wheat. If you put those together, will make a Fortify Restore Health potion, which is great for when you're fighting. It'll make your health. It'll give you more health and it'll restore your health. So that's great while you're fighting. And then over here, I'll just put another creep cluster. More tapanella. And scalifoliota. And right here I planted snowberries because you're going to want snowberries and blue butterfly wings for Fortify enchanting potions. There's other ingredients too. Haygraven claws for Fortify enchanting and Spriggan sap, but those are very rare. So you can plant the snowberries, and there's a lot of them. Any of the snowy areas has a lot of snowberries you can pick. And blue butterflies, you have to run around outside during the daytime. Look around anywhere where herbs are growing, flowers especially, and if you see a blue butterfly, then you just have to run over to it and aim at it and snag it. Hopefully I see one along the way here. If you need to actually farm these ingredients that I'm telling you about, I'm going to show you where you need to go. So if you go over near this area, the alchemist shack, if you look at a tree like this, there's some scalifoliota. And it's hard to find a lot of it. So find as much as it if you can. Do the duplicate trick, whatever you need to do. But you want to get as much of it as possible. And then for creep cluster, we want to go. It's creep cluster. There's a lot of it in this area and this area over here. So let's get down to the pathway over here. This is another area. It's like Mirror Watch, where the game gives it to you. I believe it's in the special edition or anniversary edition. You might need the anniversary edition to get it. And it gives you a lot of supplies, and it's a home you can make. It's a necromancer home, and it's called Gallows Hall. And this is where it is, right right here. So I'm going to go down to the road over here. Oh, there's a bear. Now he sees me. Now he's coming at me. Like that movie Revenant. So here we see some creep cluster. And that's all along here. And it's all along here too. And there's also dragon's tongue, jasby grapes along this way. If you need to actually pick the herbs and find them that way. And there's quite a bit of it. Creep cluster, there's a lot of it along here, especially over this way. You can see a patch of it right there. Dragon's tongue is good to have with lavender and tundra cotton. Makes a super potion. So we see quite a bit of creep cluster along here in this area. And then more tapanella. Anytime you see a tree stump in the ground, always check it for more tapanella. And those could be anywhere. Let's see. So there's some ones over here, right near the Riverwood town. So if you get these three ingredients, it's going to level up your alchemy the fastest that I know. And it'll make a valuable potion that you can make a lot of gold from. So we see this tree stump here. It's got tapanella. These one tree trunks that are like split into two parts will have two places to pick the tapanella, more tapanella. But if it's just one big tree trunk, it'll just have one place to get it, to pick it. And then for Fortify enchanting, if you go like any of the snowy areas, there's going to be tons of snowberries to pick. There's some snowberries, 2 bushes of it already. And then you can just go along the path over here. Let's see, where's the path? There's a snowberry. I picked it recently. It's another snowberry. Another snowberry. There's just tons of snowberry in the snowy areas. And then that'll be for Fortify enchanting. And then for Fortify enchanting, you also need blue butterfly wings. And it has to be daytime for you to find blue butterfly wings. There's one. And they can kind of be tricky to catch sometimes. The yellow ones are for Fortify, or for restore health. They're not for Fortify enchanting. You want all the blue ones that you can get. And they usually hang around the flowers. You usually see blue butterflies and yellow butterflies together. There's a yellow one. That's not what we want exactly, but that's good for restore health potions. There's a blue one. And each time you catch a butterfly, you get 2 wings. So that's 2 ingredients for every one that you catch. So you can catch as many of those as you want, or do the uh, duplicate item on those, because you'll definitely be able to get more snowberries than the butterflies. Snowberries are really easy to get. And then once you've done the Fortify restoration loop trick, um, you can make super Fortify enchanting potions. And you can make super Fortify smithing potions, which will allow you to make super enchants and super powered weapons. I'll give you an example. And then once you do it, I recommend try to get the Fortify Fortify smithing and Fortify alchemy. You'll have to have the Fortify alchemy to do the restoration loop. And then you enchant a ring with it right away, and a necklace too if you wish. And then I'll go over here and make a weapon real quick. Something cheap. Let's see. Iron greatsword. And then with my ring on, either I have to have my ring on or drink a Fortify smithing potion right before I do this. And then there's my iron greatsword, and you see how powerful I can make it. That's actually probably like 400 or 4,021,000 something. It just can't fit it all on there. And that'll level up your smithing like right away when you do that. So that's actually 4,210,142 damage, and it's worth $12,994,250. And then once you have your speech leveled up, you can sell anything to any vendor, but like if I was just able to sell this to the blacksmith, I could go to the blacksmith here. What have you got to sale? Maybe she have a Fortify stamina. Smithing. So if you didn't have that already, you'd want to buy that so you'd have the enchant. And I'll buy out all her crafting materials. And you see here gold going up. And then, does she have anything else I'd want? Ebony arrows. She's got an ebony bow. And then I'll go to that weapon I just made. And it's way more gold than what she has, but I'll just sell it to her. I only have to sell her one thing, and I got her max gold. And that'll level up your speech really fast when you do that. So when you do the Fortify restoration loop, it helps you level up a lot of other things really fast. Alright, so I think that's it for this video. I hope it helps you out and helps you enjoy the game. It makes it fun for me. You can make some super weapons. Kind of makes the game too easy though, because everything's like you can just one-shot everything. So it's kind of less of a challenge. and you can kind of play with it, you know, make your weapons or whatever less powerful to make the game a little bit more challenging. Set the good difficulty of the game to legendary. Alright, well, thanks for watching my video. Please watch all my old and newer videos, and please like all my videos and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.